Today, we're going to take a look at Sony's new a7 III camera. At a $2,000 price point, is it the right vlogging camera for you? Let's find out. It's time for Unboxed Daily. Welcome to Unboxed Daily. I'm your host, Jason. And today, we're going to take a look at what could be your new favorite vlogging camera. Or not. I'm not the boss of you. I don't get to make these decisions for you. If you like what you see and you want to check out more, be sure to hit that subscribe button. If you really like us, hit that bell as well. Now, the a7 III, this is one of the new cameras that Sony has released that is a great mid-range camera. Comes at about a $2,000 price point, shoots at about 24 megapixels, and has about 693 points of autofocus recognition for your face. So it's got about a 93% coverage of the whole frame. The short version, if you're shooting a vlog or any sort of portraiture, this camera's gonna find a face, find it fast, and allow you to focus with minimal effort. But don't take my word for it. Let's see it in action. What do you say? Carl Conrad recently did a little bit of a review, and he shoots it both in a quiet studio-type space as well as out in the snow, and you can see exactly how well it works.
I am looking outside. We will venture out there because we gotta test how this guy works. No better place than a snowy NYC. Absolutely figures that it's snowing. Canadians must bring the snow with them everywhere. Snowed in Barcelona, happens to be the snowiest day in NYC ever. Can't escape the snow. Thankfully, this camera is weather sealed, should be able to survive anything that Mother Nature does throw at it. Hopefully, I'm not slipping and falling over here.
I love the fact that even when he's in the snow, the camera just tracks his face. It really makes it a great vlogging camera if you have a little bit of a budget and you're willing to invest in something that, can really keep you in frame as you're walking. But don't think of this as just a camera for vlogging. On the contrary, some of Sony's greatest strengths in their cameras are the fact that the photography part of their cameras are always really solid. Now, granted, Canon is usually thought of as a little bit more superior in this range, but in terms of versatility, the a7 III offers you a decent amount of range as it comes to both photography as well as videography. So let's see some photos in action. What do you say? Tony and Chelsea Northrup, take it away.
While the images aren't as sharp as the 45 megapixel a7R III, 24 megapixels is perfect for weddings and portraits, and many pros prefer having an AA filter to reduce moire and thus post-processing time. The IAF struggled in backlight where the a7R III and A9 succeeded, but conventional AF never failed us. The Sony portrait lenses proved very sharp.
So, as you can see from those photos, no matter what situation you're in, you're gonna get some pretty decent portraiture out of this. And if you're shooting it on the fly, the way that we were looking earlier with Carl, you're gonna get some good video as well. This feels like a fairly solid camera straight out of the box. I have to say though, one of my frustrations with Sony cameras, it feels like the batteries die just a little bit faster than other brands. I mean, granted, we're shooting pretty continuously when we make these shows, so I can't really judge it by that factor. But it's nice to know that they know that battery life is an important component to their cameras. Because if you look at the batteries for the a7 III, they're substantially larger than their normal battery size. What does this mean? Longer shoot times and happier photographers. Here to tell us more, Dan and Sally Watson, professional photographers who do this sort of thing for a living, and battery life for them, kinda key.
We shot 4 hours in the hot sun in the desert. Then we went back to a studio. We shot like 3 or 4 hours there, constantly shooting models. I'm telling you, that battery life barely even moved. For 2 days I was shooting with it, pretty much all day. And I mean, it was honestly pretty solid.
So for you professional photographers out there who are looking for a camera that shoots well and keeps a decent charge, this one's definitely worth your consideration. But the other side of that you gotta think about, card slots. Because if you have an SD card in your camera and it fails, you're just screwed. There's no two ways about it. You've just lost everything you've worked on. But if you had 2 card slots and you had a backup just in case, wouldn't that make your life just a little bit happier? So, here to extol the virtues of 2 different card slots in the same camera is Kai Wong, who aside from being a phenomenal photographer, also has one of the smoothest accents on YouTube.
When it comes to the body, they're far from cheaped out on it. In fact, it looks pretty much similar to the A9 and A7R III. It's got the bigger grip, and also when we open this flap here, if I can open it with my freezing cold fingers, ooh, dual card slots. Wow, bloody wee. That is a big feature right there.
Good battery, double card slots, good photography, good video. Kind of feels like this is a pretty solid camera at a $2,000 price point. So we've got this present nicely wrapped. let's put a bow on it. What do you say? Let's see some photography and videography side by side together in one single clip. We've got Justine, who was recently on vacation in Hawaii and took her new a7 III with her, so you can see it in action exactly as it's meant to be used. In a beautiful location, shooting all sorts of random stuff, even in low light.
We got some really great drone shots. I also took my first photo with this camera of Jenna. Am I allowed to use the photos of you, Jenna?
It's gonna have to be Jenna approved.
Jenna approved photos, but man, I'm so excited about this camera. Jen, can you take a few photos of me? We'll test out that low light.
By the way, anytime anybody wants me to go to Hawaii on their behalf and take some video or photography, I'm happy to do it. I sunburn easily, but I'll make do. I'm just offering. And that's it for this look at Sony's new a7 III camera. What do you think? Worth buying, or are you going to save your money? Regardless, if you like what you saw and you want to check out more, head on over to unboxed.tv or look us up on the iOS store. In the meantime, see you back here soon for more great videos from your favorite product reviewers and unboxers. I'm your host, Jason. Have a great day.